Have you ever pondered the immense power of affirmative thinking? The realization of this power is akin to possessing the key to a secret that unveils the profound potential within each one of us. It's the force we feel within ourselves and in the myriad forms of life around us. And then, one day, it hits us. We can wield this power, this life, through the process of thought. This realization illuminates the importance of regulating our thinking. So what is this process? It's the act of thinking affirmative force into forms that are the products of our own thoughts. We conceive the form mentally and then breathe life into it. This is the essence of the creative process, whether on the grand scale of the universal cosmic mind or on the miniature scale of the individual mind. The difference is only in degree, not in kind. This externalization is more than an intellectual understanding. It's the result of our emotional conception of ourselves, the self we feel ourselves to be. This self takes form through our thoughts, our creations. Therefore, our thoughts must be grounded in knowledge and truth to produce the mental attitude that corresponds to the conditions we desire to externalize. Remember this, we can only manifest a life that mirrors the life we realize within ourselves. We cannot give what we do not have. Simultaneously, we are constantly creating forms through our mental activity, thinking life into them. We cannot sit idle, producing nothing. Our minds are always churning, always working, and it's up to us to determine what it creates. In our ignorance, we often create negative forms and breathe life into them. We create forms of death, sickness, sorrow, trouble, and limitations of all sorts. These forms, though non-existent in themselves, become our reality, casting shadows over our otherwise bright paths. But it doesn't have to be this way. Such negativity is the absence of something, the absence of being. It remains in its own void until we give it form and activity with our thoughts. This is why it's crucial to exercise control over our thoughts. Our thoughts are the only instrument we have to work with. But it's an instrument that works with great certainty, creating limitations if we think of limitations, and expansion if we think of expansion. Our thoughts, as feelings, are the magnets that draw conditions that precisely correspond to themselves. This is the power of affirmative thinking, the power that lies within each one of us, waiting to be harnessed.